Hello, I'm Joe, and this is the Positive Podcast brought to you by Good Day Cork. The music you heard earlier is a composition by my intern Ethan, all of 3.5 years old. In the first series of the Positive Podcast, we're gathering your learnings from this new way of living. In the first episode, we find out who helps build resilience, what resilience looks like. Now, I haven't spoken to experts of any kind because, to be honest, you can easily find the expertise in relevant literature. What I have done instead is send a question to people I know who then shared it with other people who they know. And the question was, who helps build your resilience? And then they recorded their answers and they sent it back to me. And all I've done is weave them together and played some music by Justin Grounds based in Clonakilty. And hopefully I'll also read you a poem if we have time. And I hope you find it comforting, soothing, almost medicinal, because just like you, there are so many others who are coping and doing their thing.
Who helps build your resilience? I do believe resilience is an inside job. However, I also know resilience is built on firm foundations, which are solid roots, bound to family and a strong support network of friends. For true resilience, I believe a good dollop of self-worth, self-belief and self-confidence is needed to ensure the bounce-back factor is alive and well.
I would have to say that my wife Rachel and my son Hugh are a great source of inspiration for me in these challenging times, and also our community in Bowman Cottages. They've been a fantastic source of comfort and companionship. And I suppose, look, there's smaller things as well, like, reading different things. So, these are the things that have been a great source of resilience for me at the moment.
Hi, I'm Yasmin from Cork. What helps my resilience is meaningfulness and humor. I try to understand, maybe learn, and sometimes when I can't make sense of something, I just laugh about what I think is absurdity.
I think that this extraordinary event has really brought people together and shone a light on the power of creativity and the power of nature to heal and to help and to build resilience.
The first name that came into my head was my manager at work, Joanne. I have to say, in the last few years, she has really been a very, very steady, rock-solid person for me. I took on more responsibilities in my new role, and just knowing that she's available if I'm starting to stress out or get overwhelmed, and she can just help bring me back down and ground me again. So I really appreciate that about her, and some days I forget, so it's nice to actually think about that. So thank you for asking that.
My name is Cecilia and I live in Cork. Because of my work, I didn't have time to think on myself when the lockdown was announced. I had to focus on solutions for parents and students who were separated by long flights, and work with their anxiety and the uncertainty on what was happening around the world. I had to search for positive information and activities that could balance the news they were getting. Then, I realized it could be useful for my friends too, and I shared them in our community chat. I found myself calm, sharing short, honest messages where we were supporting each other.
Hi, I'm Rav and I live in Cork City. Okay, who helps build your resilience? I think, like many people, I found the best thing for building resilience is nature, a good chat, a laugh somewhere. My neighbours are incredible. I'm glad for the effort we put in sort of before all of this to just really get to know our streets and its doings. And my cat is like our neighborhood therapy animal. He checks in on everyone and is like amusing us with his high maintenance demands all the time. But it's nice. It's nice. And I garden, and there's a real serenity and a kind of joy in that. And I think those things are the cornerstones of creating resilience in yourself. And also accepting some days you will just feel like rubbish. It is what it is. This is not an easy situation to be in. And finding a way to be okay with that.
Dum da dum 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 da dum dum dum. Okay, so that was the end of the Vox Pop, and I'd love to know how you feel after listening to that. Please let me know who helps build your resilience. Just drop me a message. And if you ask me, I think I'm going to seek help from an incredible poet by the name of Rupi Kaur and her poem Balance. It really catches the essence of what I would say. So here goes. I thank the universe for taking away everything it has taken and giving to me everything it is giving. Yeah, that's the poem. So I'd like to thank Rupi Kaur for helping me say what I need to say. And of course, I thank all of you who've helped create this little offering. Thank you so much for making the time to think about this question and to send your answers. Thank you so much. And I leave you now with another musical composition by my intern, who will be 4 next month. And this song is titled I Love You Hen. Enjoy it, dance to it, and stay safe and take care. And until next time, ciao.
Love me if I love you. If you care me, if you care you can share. I love you, 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 do. If you stare and care and care and stare and care, stare, and you have a form and a head on a heart, and on a head, on a love you hand, on a head, on a head, on a head.